Hello everybody and welcome to Cedar Pointe in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. This neighborhood is one of my personal favorites in all of Cedarburg for the reasons of it being so close to the Cedarburg High School. It is still walkable to downtown, and you have relatively newer construction homes without having to pay an over premium for the brand new neighborhoods in the area. Majority of these homes are kind of early 2000s, and you're able to see a lot of the quality of construction in that, but also not needing to necessarily fork out the huge amount of repairs and additional expenses that comes with a traditional old historic downtown Cedarburg home. If you're new to this channel, my name is Jacob Sheets, your Wisconsin realtor, and before we get started, I'm just asking you to do two free things for me. One, go ahead and subscribe and ring the notification doorbell below to not miss any of my future videos and see other neighborhoods just like these. And two, you can go ahead and book an appointment with us directly with the link below, both in the pinned comment and at the top of the description, to get directly onto one of our calendars, meet with one of us in person, whether it's me here locally or also somewhere else in the Wisconsin radius, to make sure you're connected with a good agent and of course help support me in my business in the process. Thank you so much, and let's go ahead and take a look at Cedar Pointe. So where is Cedar Pointe located? Here in the state of Wisconsin, we know that Milwaukee is down here on the southeast side of the state, one of the larger cities in the state of Wisconsin. We can see the other larger suburbs of Milwaukee. Cedarburg is actually just about 12,000 residents, so a little bit smaller as far as suburbs go of Milwaukee. It's about a 30-minute drive up. You hop on the highway here on 43 and you can exit, go directly to Cedarburg. We can see right in here, Cedar Pointe is highlighted here in red with a little bit of the greater shade. And this red outline that we have here is actually just the city of Cedarburg. So town of Cedarburg is right on the outskirts here of Cedarburg, a lot more of the west part of Cedarburg, a lot more open fields, a lot more open land. So looking a little closer on the actual highlights of the city of Cedarburg, we can see what's all located nearby in comparison to our target neighborhood of Cedar Pointe here. You can walk or bike down and get connected to the inner urban bike trail and to downtown Cedarburg. It is super close. Everything here is pretty much walkable distance. Over here is Cedarburg High School, and over here is West Lawn Elementary School, and right here is the Webster Middle School. So you're very close and walkable to all these different schools. You're on the main road here, so this is a 45 to 25 range here for the school area, but 45-mile-an-hour road here. So as you can see, I'm just going to take a quick stop at these highlights. We're at the downtown Cedarburg inner urban bike trail that we have right off of the main downtown. Here is all the nice shops that are downtown, as well as access to walking. Right here is another path that actually also has my Eagle Scout project on it from way back in the day, right over here. A nice walk down on the creek and close to the Cedar Creek Park, which if I just scroll a little bit over here for you, you can see right here is a nice Cedar Creek Park where you have like your summer sounds on, every Friday of the summer. It's a completely free concert that really fills up the area. And then your Strawberry Fest and other type of festivals, that's where this main road on Washington gets shut down and people just jam-pack the street like sardines from all over the place, filling it with vendors and other fun activities. So taking a look next as well, like I mentioned, the Cedarburg Pool, a great resource if you're enjoying the nice summer weather, right by Centennial Park as well. And right here is a great sledding hill during the winter across from Parkview Elementary School. So the Cedarburg Police Department is basically integrated completely into Cedar Pointe itself. So you have the Cedar Pointe Park, which is also connected right off of the police department. You'll see a lot of people going over here to play basketball when the weather is really nice and just enjoy the park itself. A really nice add-on. Anyone can access this park, but it is just called Cedar Pointe Park since it is connected here into the subdivision itself. So right here you have Evergreen Boulevard, which is the main artery going through Cedar Pointe. That'll be your busiest road if you find a house for sale in that area. And these ones back in here like Fox Point, Cedar Pointe, those are the middle roads, and those are very quiet basically all the time. Over here is your Lincoln Boulevard, also a main artery coming off of Wauwatosa Road, the main road here. So your Lincoln Boulevard and Evergreen Boulevard are going to be your two that are definitely the highest traffic of the area. By no means are they super busy or loud. Still 25-mile-an-hour roads that are very smooth and easy to navigate through. So I mean, if that pops up, it's definitely not a detracting factor almost whatsoever when purchasing in that area. And what a lot of people don't know is that here on Lincoln, you actually have access here and over in this area to this Conservancy trail, right? So you can walk back here and actually access this. A lot of Cedarburg locals don't know this, but as you walk in, it's a little park that you can go in. And this was a nice feature if you're going to be in one of these homes here over on Lincoln. This will never be built on, right? So this will be a very green open space to really open your backyard into. So these homes have a very large advantage. Next, we are going to take you on an actual drive through Cedar Pointe to see all the homes yourself. We're going to start right here, go up and around this road here, come up on Evergreen, go up on Buchanan and hit the Fox Point and Cedar Point roads, go on Greystone, and then exit right here going over to Cedar Point Court, and then heading out through Lincoln Boulevard to end our tour. And if you want to see what's available on the market in Cedar Point right now, I'm going to provide a live link that has a list of every single property that's for sale in Cedar Point literally right now, refreshed live time. So go ahead, click on that as well if you want that information. But with that, let's go take a close look of the houses themselves here in Cedar Point. So as we're enjoying the drive-through, I thought I'd pull up the statistics for the last year of the Milwaukee Metro MLS for the Cedar Point subdivision. So looking at everything here in the last 12 months as of July 31st in 2023 here today, we can see from left to right, the properties were built in around the late 1990s and early 2000s. The price that they actually sold at is kind of in this range of very low end of the 550 to 570 range, all the way as high as 835. That one even had like a pool in the backyard. I'd say a very small amount actually have pools, maybe 2 or 3 of the properties actually in all of Cedar Point would have that in their backyard. Then going over to the right with the days on market. So almost all these have been sold within a week of coming on market or the day of being listed, which is crazy. Things are flying off the shelves here, and the longest day on market was 21 days on market, the one that was listed on Buchanan for the 875 down and sold for $40,000 less than list. That's very abnormal. These other ones are kind of going majority either 5 to 15,000 over at the minimum, and there's one that's in that about $50,000 over asking price premium. So keep that in mind while you're looking at the homes here. And then also going into the average bed and bath count. So almost all these have 4 or 5 bedrooms. One of them here has a 3-bedroom, and I did sell one of these properties here on Lincoln that had 6 bedrooms. So they had an extra one over in the basement. Average lot size is about 1/4 of an acre, and the garage spaces are, I would say, about 75% with 2-car garages, and around 1/4 of them have right around 3-car garages. The average price per square foot in this neighborhood also is around, on the very low end, $170 per square foot, as high as $210 or $215 per square foot. And the actual square footage on most of these homes, because I'd say about 90% to 95% are all 2 stories, and maybe 10% or so are single-story ranch-style homes. Above grade square footage, so anything that's not basement square footage, is usually around 2,500 finished square feet. And then in the basement, you can expect almost all of these listings to have right around 500 to 1,000, close to 1,000 square feet finished in the basement, as high on one of these listings up to 1,500. Now, when they were built, obviously they did not have that, but since these are about 20, 30-year-old homes, almost all of them have been built out. So you can expect that when going through and looking at a property in Cedar Point. Fun fact, almost all of these properties have cedar siding or wood siding, which is a little higher maintenance than like your concrete boards, your hardy planks, things like that. But that really is a cool feature of Cedar Point and why it's called Cedar Point. So enjoy the rest of the tour. If you have any other quick questions, we'll be coming up with a recap shortly. so much for watching our neighborhood tour of Cedar Point in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. Did we miss any of the highlights of Cedarburg itself or the community here of Cedar Point? Go ahead and drop below in the comments and let us know what you think is also one of the biggest perks of living in this community. And on top of that, if you have any other of the neighborhoods that you want featured, please comment those below so that I can go ahead and run and hit those next. Also, if you did enjoy this content, want to see other neighborhood tours like it, we put a lot of time, effort, and energy into it, so please just go ahead and subscribe, hit that button and the notification doorbell below so you don't miss any of our future videos. And two, you just think of us and remember us when you do want to buy or sell anywhere in the state of Wisconsin. You want to wait for when you're ready and you feel like you've gotten the value from these videos and everything like that. You can go ahead and click on the link that is in the pinned comment and the description below to go directly onto a buyer consultation or listing consultation right onto one of our calendars. So basically we will wait until you are ready, and then when you come to us, then we will hit the ground running to make sure we are working really hard for you. Thank you so much, and if you want to see any other videos that are like this, there will be playlists that are right over here you can click on. Thank you so much. I look forward to hearing from you, and until next time.